Hi everyone, I'll Survive here. Welcome to Willard's Lair, otherwise known as Trap City. This is a very trap-filled level, and I'm going to show you how to get through it without using a med pack, which is a little bit tricky if you want all the secrets and all the items, so we'll see how we get on. I wish all the best of luck to you. The first thing you want to do is slide down this slope and hammer the action button so that Lara grabs these flares. You've got a spiked wall approaching you from the left. Then jump forward and slide down this slope all the way to the bottom, and then as soon as you land, turn on the spot so you're facing the boulder, do a backflip, and then hop back and hold action so that Lara will grab and the boulder will go over her head without killing her. Phew. Okay, with that very fast-paced opening done, run forward and grab this crowbar and then head back up the slope where the boulder came from, because there are some items that we can grab at the top. You might want to light a flare because it's pretty dark. And then crouch and crawl through this gap, and then if you run forward, Lara will fall down into the water where there are some items hidden in the darkness. There are some harpoons lying on this flat tile, and in this top corner there are some more harpoons waiting by this pillar. And if you swim in a direct line from there and veer to the left slightly, there is the harpoon gun itself if you don't have it already, chilling on that tile. So grab those and then head back to the opening to refill Lara's breathometer, and then carry on back to where you were, back down the boulder slope. We can now carry on with the level. And be prepared for more traps. As I say, there are a lot of them in this level. Not so many enemies compared to some of the other levels, and even fewer if you don't get all the secrets. But be a little bit careful here because of the unhelpful camera angle. Walk to the edge and then jump over to this platform here, and then do a running jump over to the next one, and take out your weapons because there is a dog down below that hopefully we will be able to take out from safety from up here. Let's see if I can get a lock on him. Where are you, dog? Thank you for letting me shoot you. Okay, with him down, drop down safely and step forward gingerly here towards the small med pack, because there's this Halloween style trap of spikes with a skeleton, so don't get speared by that. And then grab the small med pack and be equally careful here. Gosh, I nearly got speared there. You should be able to crawl underneath safely anyway, and then come into this very safe looking room with all these boulders which have every chance of crushing you. You need to be very careful about how you cross this area. The first thing you want to do is aim kind of to the left and run in a straight line to safety here, and then diagonal to the right, and then jump forward, run forward, then hop back quickly to avoid that boulder, and then grab the Desert Eagle clips that are waiting by this pillar. And then let me just get a good angle here. Oh gosh, darkness. I'm going to need a new flare as well. You may be able to see a rocket just ahead of Lara there. Aim for that and stop there and collect the rocket that's on the ground. Then turn in this direction and aim for those shotgun shells and sprint and keep sprinting so that you avoid the other boulders that are triggered, and then you can run back and grab the shotgun shells that are waiting for you. And with that done, you can come through to this doorway, but again be very careful because there's going to be another boulder trap that's going to threaten to kill you. So hop forward, then hop back, and then do a side jump to avoid getting crushed, and you will land safely in this alcove where you can grab some grenades. So enjoy. And with those grabbed, you can head in this direction up these stairs. There's a doorway in the top left hand corner that we can go through. If you walk kind of to the top right here and then slide down, a spiked wall is going to start to approach, so turn and hop up and climb up, and there's going to be another spiked wall coming, so run forward quickly, grab these MP5 clips if you're brave enough, then run forward, jump up and climb out, and you take a little bit of damage, then run forward and pull this switch immediately because you've got another spiked wall approaching from behind that opens this doorway that you can run through safely. Gosh, oh my days. Alright, we're safe now. Drop down into this alcove because there is a large med pack that you can collect. Wow, so many traps in this level. Oh my days. This reminds me a lot of the Great Wall from Tomb Raider 2, if any of you have played that. That is a high-octane thrill ride, to put it lightly. Okay, come up these stairs and aim for this doorway here. I'm going to take out my MP5 because we're going to get ambushed by a whole bunch of crows as soon as we slide down. And they're pretty tricky to target, so I wish you luck. I think there are 3 of them, or 4 of them. Let's see if I can get a lock on here. Okay, I think that is 3. And yeah, sorry, I should have mentioned that tile directly ahead of Lara brings down this rockfall from above. Have I got all the crows? I think so. I think that was 3, and I think they're all dead. Okay, there are more rock traps here that threaten to kill you, so I recommend walking to the edge of this tile here, and then doing a standing jump over to this tile, and then running forward to this small med pack here in this alcove, and grabbing that. Okay, and with the rocks avoided, and with the med pack grabbed, jump back towards these dead birds, and aim for this sloped platform here, where Lara can jump up. And then, ooh, there are some flares here that you can grab. So be sure to collect those, and then you may be able to see there's a ledge just up above that Lara can grab. So jump up, and from here, turn to the right and vault over this stone. Get another unhelpful camera angle, and then wind your way around in this direction. That doorway just ahead is the one we want to go through, but I want to do a little bit of preparation before we do, because there's going to be a dog on the other side who I'm going to shoot in the face with my shotgun. So arm yourself and then jump forward and whoops, shoot the dog. Gosh, he normally only takes 1 shot, and I lost some health there, which is not good. I'm going to reload and try that again. Sorry, health is super important in this level. I can't afford to waste any, so yeah, if you're being conservative too, I recommend getting as close to that dog as possible. Okay, there are some more rock traps in this room, so we need to be a little bit careful, he says, just charging in. Jump through, and hopefully the rocks will avoid you, and then come to these orangey green vines, because you can climb up them. And you may be able to see already there's a ledge on the left-hand side that we can shimmy over to. So climb up and shimmy, and then drop down, and then turn round, because there's a switch that we need to grab. So if you walk to the edge of this sloped tile and do a standing jump over, and then do another standing jump towards these sort of stairs and climb up, you may be able to see there's a switch just ahead of Lara. And that lowers a spiked ceiling that we're going to encounter very shortly, although it doesn't help us massively, because that whole section is, oh my word, it's full of spiked ceilings, and they're probably all going to get us to some degree. If we want all the items, that is, which we kind of do. So just jump back and head back to where you were. This is where we climbed up the vines. There is a space here that we can climb up into. So haul yourself up and then walk to the left. You may be able to hear a man walking around. He's above us, and actually we're not going to encounter him for a while, so don't be put off by his pacing around. In fact, he may shout at us in a second. Jump over to these vines. Yeah, I don't know if you heard him then going, "Oi!" Well, you can scream at us, dude, but you can't get us while we're on the vines. Okay, we need to climb down. There are some spikes down below, so come over to the right-hand side as far as you can, then drop Lara down, and then, yeah, shimmy over to the right, and then drop to avoid them. Then turn to the right and hold down the walk button so that you can walk very gingerly through these spikes and not take any damage. We're just taking a short detour in order to grab an item, because there are some flares waiting at the end of this corridor. So grab those and then walk back. I'm going to be super careful here, because these spikes are really easy to walk into, and even though I don't think they would kill me straight away just from running into them, I do need to preserve every last slither of health that I possibly can in this level, because I'm, as I say, well, you'll see why very shortly. There are some items that in order to grab them, we do take some force damage, unfortunately. And this is the very first one. There is a small med pack down there. You may faintly be able to see it, but as soon as we step into that area, a spiked ceiling is going to descend, and there's nothing we can do. I mean, we could avoid the spiked ceiling for sure, but if we want the item, it's going to get us a little bit. So here's what you need to do. Walk to the very edge of this tile here, and then hop back and do a standing jump and hold action, and then roll, and then hammer action to grab the small med pack, then immediately run forward, holding action, jump back up, and then hold roll as you're doing that, so that Lara will immediately roll out of the way. That is the bare minimum of health you can lose there. That was a strat from Stella's Tomb Raider site. Thank you, Stella. Yeah, if you want that small med pack, you are going to have to sacrifice some health, unfortunately. But you can bypass it if you want. And if you're doing a no med pack run like me, you may not want that small med pack, which indeed I don't, but I'm trying to be thorough. You need to be careful of this spike ceiling, though, because even though it's descended, it can still get you. And that's why I'm being super careful here, trying to line up as I jump over. Because I've been killed by it more than once when I've been practicing, let me tell you. This here is the spike ceiling that we dropped before. So now we can just do a running jump over and avoid it with ease. Okay, come into this next section. There is another item down below. There are some shotgun shells down there. I don't know if you can see them faintly. And in order to grab those, here's what you need to do. Walk to the center of this tile and then step back twice. And gosh, I need to remind myself how you do this. Do a standing jump and hold action, and then hammer the action button to grab them, and then press roll, and then press forward and hold down the action button so that Lara will pull herself up, and then hold down the roll button so that Lara will roll. Gosh, so little health remaining. Oh my days. I'm beginning to wonder. I do have slightly less than I did on my last practice. I'm wondering if I can actually get through this. We will see. Okay, avoid that spike ceiling and jump over here, but be really careful, because as soon as we step forward from this tile, another spike ceiling is going to descend, and there are some shotgun shells over on that ledge. And in fact, there are 2 pickups worth of shotgun shells, and I've only got time to grab one of them, so I'm going to do a running jump over to the shotgun shells that I can see clearly now. So here we go. I wish you luck if you go after them. So land here, grab the shotgun shells. The spike ceiling is descending. Hop back, dangle, drop down, and there is a crawl space here on the right, so crouch down and crawl through. It may be possible to get both those shotgun pickups. I've not managed it. I'm not a Tomb Raider pro. I feel like it's not possible, but let me know. Maybe you're able to get them, and if you are able to grab both those shotgun pickups, let me know your strategy in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. Otherwise, we need to get a secret, so crouch down and crawl backwards into these gaps. And before we get the secret, there are some harpoons here that we can snag. There is one harpoon pickup there, and there is another harpoon pickup here. Enjoy, and then crouch and crawl backwards again into this next space. To get the first secret of the level, we have some MP5 clips here, and no spiked walls. Thank goodness. So collect them at your leisure. As I say, MP5 clips and a large med pack. And then when you grab them, pull yourself back out and back to where you were before. There's a switch here that you can pull, and that opens a gate that is in fact our return path. So head through there, and you will see that this takes us back to where we were before. This is where we shot all the crows and where we brought down the ceiling. And we basically need to climb our way back to where we were before. I'm not going to make you watch me do that. I'm going to see you at that spot. Okay, everyone, I am back. I've just climbed up the vines and shimmied over to the left. And so, yeah, we need to climb back up into this space we were before we took the detour for the flares and for all the spike traps. So just do a running jump over in this direction, as you did before, and vault up. But this time, turn round and jump up and climb up and head up in this direction. And, yeah, do a running jump over and then vault up into this section. We are finally going to meet all those people that we can hear running around. Well, I think we can only hear one guy running around right now, but yeah, we're going to go and greet him. So take out your weapon, and he's probably going to shoot me, and I don't have very much health, so wow, hello. Gosh, he's never been that close before. He's normally at the far end, but actually I think an advantage of that is he didn't shoot me, so that may not be all bad. Ooh, shouldn't put my weapon away just yet, because there are some dudes down below that we can take out from a safe distance. So take care of them. We do need to go down there ultimately, but before we do, we're going to take a small detour in this direction, up here. I think it's up in this direction. No, other side, Lara. Sorry, I am misdirecting you. Head up here, This is just a little detour for an item, by the way. So crawl through this space and hop out, turn round, and then jump up and grab and head in this direction. There is a small med pack waiting for you at the top. Enjoy. Okay, now just basically backtrack to where you were. Hop down, crouch down, and crawl through. We're going to get to go down into that castle area where those security guards were. Well, I guess that is Willard's actual lair. I think we finally made it. Oops. No, Lara. Go down. Please go down. We need to finish the level. Okay. Drop down. And actually, I'm going to safety drop here just to be super cautious. Because, as you can probably see, my health is low. Okay, follow the stairs down. And, yeah, welcome. Welcome to Willard's lair. There is a cairn key that you can grab on top of this desk. And both these dudes that we shot drop items. This guy dropped some flares, so collect those. And yeah, this guy dropped a small med pack, so collect that too. And take a moment to appreciate, if you can see on these desks at the computers, it looks like they are playing Tomb Raider 2. So loving the little meta reference they put in there. Okay, come round to this crate here and pull it back once. We need to do some business for some items and a secret. So yeah, pull that back once and then run round it in this direction. Past Tomb Raider 2 on the PC, come to here and then pull it back once. This is going to clear a little pathway for us. Well, there's a door actually behind it that we're going to be able to go through. That's why we grabbed the crowbar at the very beginning of the level, or hopefully you did anyway, because this door is crowbarable. So take out your crowbar. As I say, this is going to lead us to some items and to the second secret of the level. So come through, you've got a crate directly in front of Lara. So grab hold of it and pull it backwards once, because there is an item underneath it that we can collect. So run on round and grab the MP5 clips that are waiting underneath. And then jump backwards and come to this crate here. We need to pull this one back twice. And yeah, I do really like this level, despite the low health and all the traps. Fun fact, this was originally part of the original Highland Fling level. It just turned out that the level was just growing so big that they had to split it in half. So yeah, this was originally part of level 1, as I was saying. I think, presumably, the expansion would also have been shorter. There would have maybe been 4 or 5 levels rather than 6. Grab the MP5 clips that are waiting underneath the crate, and then come to this next crate and pull it backwards once. And then turn to the left and head on round, vault up here, and come to this box and push it backwards once, because this is going to reveal the second secret of the level. We've got a large med pack. Doesn't quite seem worth it for all that pushing, I've got to be honest, but particularly for me, who's not using med packs, but oh well, enjoy. And then head back into the main castle area. We've now got an interesting bookcase puzzle in inverted commas. I put it in inverted commas because I'm not quite sure whether this really is much of a logical puzzle at all. But anyway, you get this overhead view. The first thing you want to do is come into this alcove here. You'll hear that it's opened a doorway somewhere. Step out and come in a straight line through to here. That has opened a doorway / a bookcase somewhere else, which just happens to be in this top left-hand corner. So go on through and grab the shotgun shells that are waiting for you. Much nicer, much more useful than a large med pack. And when you step on this tile to collect the next set, you will hear another doorway / bookcase opening. And in order to get through it, you need to follow a very, very specific path, which I'm going to try and remember now. So step through in this direction, turn, hug this bookcase here very, very carefully, and wind your way round in this direction. I'm being super cautious because there are very, very specific parts of tiles that close the bookcase again, and I don't quite understand it. But come through, and this is the doorway that we want opened. Very good, so we can step through. Get your shotgun ready, because there is going to be a dog waiting for us at the top who could well kill me if I don't get this right, so see how you do. Apologies, it's a bit dark. I'm going to try and let the dog get as close as possible before I kill him. Phew. Okay, light a flare. All this sparkly gooey stuff on the floor, by the way, will kill you straight away, so don't step on it. That is my pro tip. Okay, come through this doorway in this direction and follow the path round and up the ramp. We're just going to take a little detour for some items, because there are some shotgun shells and a nice music cue and also a small med pack. So enjoy all three of those things and then head back the way you came, back into the room with the flammable goo. I'm going to light another flare so I can see what I'm doing. As I say, be very, very careful where you're stepping. You don't want to catch fire. Stick to the brown mud where possible. And don't be deterred by this scary music. There are no threats here. Okay, the first thing we want to do, there is some slight goo on this tile here, but it's perfectly safe. You can step on it and vault up into this section and then head through this mist with all the crates and come over to this very well hidden receptacle here. Oh, hang on. Need to do a little bit of prep. As soon as we put this in, we're going to trigger some bad guys. So get your MP5 or weapon ready. And yeah, then put the cairn key into the receptacle. Then draw your weapon and roll, because it triggers these red-haired dudes who are all baying for your blood. There are 3 of them in total. So shoot them from a safe distance and then come back through this doorway. And oh, I'm going to get my shotgun out because there's going to be another red-haired dude who's going to come for me at close quarters. He triggers roughly around here, so just wait for him and shoot him as he approaches. By putting that cairn key in, what we've basically done is opened up that area ahead where you can see the clouds. Do a safe jump over the goo and then vault up into this section and drop down. There is the helicopter, and if we were to run towards it now, we would end the level. And you could do now if you want to, but we have some final items to grab and a secret. So I'm just going to hold off for a sec. The first thing that you want to do if you want all the items is come into this crawl space. There is going to be a dude on the other side, and we don't have much health, but I'm just going to see how I do. Okay, take out your weapon, Lara. Shotgun him, and then try and shoot him without death. Gosh, that always gets my heart rate up. Oh, my days. But he was guarding some Uzi clips, which are well worth the adrenaline. So grab those. I think there are 2 in here. I don't think there are any more. Oh, there is a large med pack too. So get that if you like med packs. Okay, and then with those grabbed, you can crawl back out. And as I say, you could end the level right now if you want, if you don't fancy the third and final secret. But I'm going to go grab it, and actually we're going to get a new weapon, so I recommend it. So head back the way you came and aim for this doorway on the right hand side. And you trigger the secret chime, but we've got a whole area to explore. So drop down and head towards this doorway here. There are some Uzi clips waiting for you. And then I recommend taking out your MP5 because there are going to be a lot of baddies, but they shouldn't be too much hassle. We get some funky music as well. You can shoot them as they approach. That is 1. I think there's going to be a couple more. That is 2. That is 3. I'm sorry, guys, but you were trying to kill me. And then wind round here through the fog over to the left to grab these Uzi clips that are waiting here. And then climb up towards these interesting stonehenge-like stones, and you get the Uzis! Congratulations, so exciting. But it does trigger 2 more dudes, who I should be able to shoot one of them from here, if I can get a lock on him. Where are you, dude? Oh, yeah, he's hiding cowardly behind the rock. Let's see if I can kite him out. Come at me, dude. Where are you? I'm waiting. I'm armed. There are 2 of them. Maybe they don't trigger properly until I come down here. Ah, there is 1. I think the other one is still running around somewhere. Come at me, bro. Yeah, he's there. Mate, what are you doing? Don't run over there. I'm over here. Gosh, he's never done that before. Only when you're recording a video. Okay, head towards this steam and drop down. Keep your weapon drawn because there is another dude coming at you who is much keener to be shot. So thank you for being helpful, red-haired man. Climb up onto these muddy steps and make your way up the staircase. Gosh, we did it with a slither of health. We have finished the level. So climb up towards the helicopter and run forward. And that is Willard's Lair. 25 minutes, not bad. 3 out of 3 secrets, 0 health packs, and I think the only item we missed was that second set of shotgun shells in the room with the descending roof. As I say, if you know a way of getting both those pickups, do let me know. I wasn't able to manage it. Let me know if you have a tip. Leave it in the comments below. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next level. Bye for now.